analytically infused future in public services, where improvements can occur, or, at the very least, the quality of services can be maintained at no additional cost, or maybe even at a reduced cost, to the taxpayer. Recent developments in analytics and AI are timely. They coincide with our time of greatest need. The advent of ubiquitous devices providing multiple data points, together with new forms of analysis, helps create new insights that will inevitably affect the way in which public services are undertaken. The advent of 5G and ultimately quantum computing will also improve the quantity and quality of data collection and its analysis. However, we need to recognize that this will not be a world taken over by data scientists and computer systems, but rather that there is a need for experienced and trusted practitioners, who might be called traditionalists, to ensure that there remains a balance between essential services and effective technology. Effective implementation requires experts in their fields to be able to interpret the output from data, and from this to create new business models and working practices. This is not simply a matter of digitalizing the present, but also one of reimagining the future. This book has been written principally for three groups. First, it is for those directly employed in the public sector who will be faced with the challenge of maintaining and in some cases even improving public services, yet are concerned about or maybe even have a fear about the technologies likely to be used. Those people in this group are key stakeholders, as it will be their knowledge and experience that will play an essential part in the transformation. The range of those involved will extend from those at an operational level to those who act at an executive level. Both of these groups, and all those in between, will benefit from having a single reference point into a complex area. Second, the book is for those data scientists and AI experts who, while having a knowledge of the pure elements of data management and AI, will nevertheless have limited appreciation of the key business drivers of various public sector activities, and without whom it will be more difficult to understand how technologies might be best implemented. The nature of the advanced analytics and AI boom will necessarily require a great increase in those who have requisite technology skills. This second group may comprise mature candidates who have decided to retrain to keep up with the times, and also comprise new entrants who have chosen technology as their preferred career. The third group is a critical component to the process of transformation. These people are those who sit in an office of finance and whose job it will be to identify likely returns of investment and also to measure the benefits that accrue. Although effective implementation of AI will bring a combination of hard and soft benefits, it is this group that is most likely to want to measure the financial benefit of AI transformation, especially as the greatest pressure will be on financial control and constraints. For many organizations, the topic of risk management also sits within the Office of Finance, usually assisted by additional forms of governance. Despite there being many different elements within the public sector, which might be described as vertical components, there are also key generic features that apply across almost all of them. Better understanding of these generic features or horizontal components leads to greater improvement in knowledge transfer and facilitates a move away from what is seen by many to be a siloed mentality toward what will be a more holistic approach to the provision of public services. The scope and breadth of public services is so wide as to render it virtually impossible to cover each and every service in complete detail. Therefore, the book will consider some of the key public services, which are dealt with as individual chapters, such as healthcare and defense, but otherwise bundles together other services. This bundling is not arbitrary, but rather follows the grouping of public services in the UK government, which, while not perfect, suffices to provide a framework for the text. Throughout the book, progress to date in different public sectors will be evidenced, where possible, by documented case studies that are already in the public domain. Beyond all this, there are also geographical and demographical issues to consider. The topic of public services has international scope, which is overlaid by cultural aspects and differing types of